Okay, we'll begin by removing her lip color with 100% acetone. Not just any nail polish remover, it needs to be acetone. And I'm using just a glass tea light to pour some of the acetone into. It just makes it easier when you're dipping your Q-tip back and forth, if you have a little glass container. And I'm using these makeup remover Q-tips. They're a little bit smaller. One end has a round end and the other end has a finer point. So it makes it really easy to get into the crevice of her lips to get that last bit of color removed. And once you removed all the color, you're just going to take a microfiber cloth and just kind of wipe her face off, get the fibers from the Q-tip that might be left over off of her face, because we're going to protect her hair with some plastic wrap and go ahead and give her a coat of Mr. Super Clear. And once that's dry, go ahead and pick a color. And I'm using the Supra 2 watercolor pencils by Caran d'Ache. I love these pencils. I usually just go ahead and take a color and put the point up against their lips and their face to see which color I think will go best with their skin tone. And this is all personal preference. You could go with a color like that right there, that brown tone, and give her like really natural lips, like not having any lip color at lipstick on at all. But I'm going to choose a color for today. And you're just going to go ahead and draw it on. And this is where the preference, just personal choice, comes into play, because you're going to go ahead and build up the color, draw her lips in the shape that you want. I mean, you can go Kardashian style and overdraw them, or you can just draw a real natural lip. No matter what you decide to do here, it's going to look much better than the original lip color. It's going to look really realistic, and just have fun with it. I'm just building up the color, making sure to get in the corners, and just picking the shape that I want for her. have her lip color and her lip shape just how I like it, I'm going to take a little bit lighter pencil and I'm going to highlight her bottom lip. It's just going to give it a little bit of extra dimension. And once I'm done with her lip color, we're going to go ahead and give her some highlights and some cheek color. And I'm using the Rembrandt Soft Pastels. So I'll choose a lighter color, although this doesn't look like a light color, it is for her skin tone. And I'm going to take a soft bristle brush, and I'm just going to use a light hand and just lightly brush this onto the upper portion of her cheekbone and a little bit like under her eye, just to give her, just like you're putting makeup on. You're just going to add a little highlight. Keeping in mind that everything, the soft pastel colors will look darker once you give her the final coat of Mr. Super Clear. So just use a light hand and gently highlight, and then we'll give her a little cheek color and a final coat of Mr. Super Clear to seal everything. And once you've given her final coat of Mr. Super Clear to seal all the work you've done, her lip color and her cheek color and the highlights, you have a decision to make. Do you want to put a little gloss back in her lips? Well, I'm going to show you how. This is where I just take some liquitex gloss medium. I mean, you just need a little drop and a very fine paintbrush. And we're going to add just a little bit of gloss back to her lips. Because the Mr. Super Clear just gives a flat finish everywhere, it seals everything wonderfully, but I'm going to take it a step further and give her some lip gloss. And I'm also going to take that liquitex and I'm going to add just a little bit to her pupil, just to give her like a little bit of a glossy pupil. You know, it won't make a huge difference, but it just looks a little bit more realistic.